tragedy. 2 people have died in the mayhem and the looting that has been going on in the country. You say this energizes you for the work that you will now need to engage in as Brand South Africa to clean up the brand. Is the brand able to be salvaged out of this?
First and foremost, let me start by saying we are calling for calm in South Africa, and we are also calling on citizens to make a cleanup, because there are more than 70% of citizens that are not in favor of what is happening, and those citizens are starting to protect the property. And as a matter of fact, the South African brand has not been affected by a 20% activity happening in South Africa. South Africa is a hub, it's an economic hub for the African continent. Corporates and business prefer South Africa as a launching pad for investment in the African continent. Therefore, our image still stands firm, and we're going to demonstrate that in a very short period of time to the media and all platforms how we fare internationally.
How is a brand South Africa as far as our national security apparatus are concerned? 4 days on that, for example, there was very little strategy and capacity from the police to protect some rather huge businesses, distribution points, logistics companies, retail stores, big chains of retail stores. Someone looking from outside thinking of coming to invest in South Africa. Of course, we are spending 700 billion to build new infrastructure, but they would feel, if the police can't be able to protect my property, I mean, is it worth the investment?
Let me make an example. When we're speaking about strikes, rioting, it's not a phenomenon peculiar only to South Africa. Let me make an example about the recent activities in Wembley, where people were fighting and the police as hands were very full. It's not synonymous with South Africa, the issue of what we see today, but the security forces has been deployed to the extent that the army is on the ground, which I believe in the current conjuncture, the security forces are in charge. It's a matter of time for you to realize that. We might speak about the numbers of looters, but we're not speaking about the numbers of people who have been arrested so far. I've seen a clip where only 2 soldiers could handle more than 100 people, and it's not widely reported that in actual fact the security forces are rounding up these criminals and are doing a good job. I think the time has arrived to look at the real facts on the table. So this is not a challenge of the entire country. 70% of South Africans and provinces are not involved in violent activities.
There are some who've already issued a travel alert on South Africa because of the ongoing looting, but I saw some reports also on international media around our handling of the third wave, and that particular report seemingly showing that South Africa is buckling under the pressure of the third wave. As Brand South Africa, how are you circumventing those kinds of campaigns internationally?
Actually, our vaccination program is doing very well, and that's what has been reported. People are getting their second jabs, and we have seen a lot of people. That's why we are at an age cohort that has moved from 70 years of age, but we are getting to the 30s and the 40s, because we've been doing that very well. We have availed the vaccine. So the president has extended the lockdown on the basis of behavior of society. Once we get that right, we will be able to say we have managed to deal with the issue of COVID. But if you're talking about travel bans, it's amazing to say that, because there's an airline that America has just sent to come to and bring its citizens directly from New York City to South Africa. It's even fighting to take people to get them. So meaning South Africa is still a destination that people consider to come to.
Chairperson of Brand South Africa, Thandi Tobias, appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us on In Focus. We'll continue in a moment.